20,000. Thank you so much for 20,000 subscribers. What? I'm just like, this is a much different video than I'm used to making. So what I've done was, the minute that I hit 20,000 subscribers, I started talking. And I really wanted to share this story with you guys. So I regrouped and I typed everything up so I could share this very deep personal story with you guys and tell you how much you mean to me. So if you see me looking at the computer screen, that's what I'm doing, just so I could kind of stay on track, be on point, and say what I wanted to say to you guys. And when I'm going to roll this clip here, I was just going to completely like redo it, but I really wanted you guys to know my first reaction, my original reaction or response. Also, I'm going to come back when this clip is finished and talk about some additions I want to add to my channel and a couple of little updates. When I say I love you guys, I mean that, like, with all of my heart. And for the first time in my life, I feel like I have a place that I belong. I did not in any way or any stretch of the imagination have a great childhood. I lost my papa when he was my great-grandfather when I was 11 years old. And he took care of me as a baby. When I was born premature. My hips did not grow into their sockets. So they made this brace and it flipped my legs over my head and I would have to be strapped in it. And that required a lot of attention. As a baby, the doctor said I would not live long and then I would never walk. And I guess I had an angel with me because the doctors obviously got it wrong. So, my grandparents, they were the ones that had me most of the time. My mother had me at such a young age. She was very young, and taking care of a baby was not on her priority list, especially one that did demand so much health attention. Really don't want to get into too many of the details on this part, but my mother and I, we've never, ever had any kind of great relationship. We've never even had a good relationship ever in my life. And she's, you know, my own mother, she's denied me. She's told me she wished that she would have aborted me, that I was her worst mistake, that she hated me. And so, yeah, those words stuck with me for a very long time. And it was very painful. So, the neglect that I had from my mother was hard to bear, and especially during my teenage years. And I remember, like, yearning for her, so to speak, even throughout my 20s. But as I gotten closer with God and prayed more, I began to forgive her fully and wholeheartedly. And I don't know, just something changed the closer I got with my Savior. She didn't tell me who my biological father was for a very, very long time. When I found out who he was, I would sneak around and write letters because I was forbidden. You know, I was not allowed to communicate with my own father, you know, in her eyes. And it was like serious punishment. So, I would write these letters and I would go, y'all remember how expensive long distance calling was. I'd go to these pay phones and I would spend whatever I could to make a phone call and beg him to please come save me. Please come get me. Please, I'm not going to make it. And he obviously didn't want anything to do with me. There was a lot, and I do mean a lot, of abuse on different levels in my household growing up. And all I ever really wanted was for her to love me. And I don't know if I will ever be able to share some of the things that did happen. I might. I don't know. I can't predict the future. But It really was unimaginable. For so long of my life, I felt so alone in this world. And I was. You know, I rented my first apartment when I was 17. I've been working since I was 14. A lot of times 2 jobs, sometimes 3 jobs. So finding my husband that I'm so in love with was such a huge blessing. He's such a huge part of my life. He filled so many voids. I'm so thankful for him each and every day. He is my angel. He is my biggest supporter and believes in me 100%. He was the first person in my life to ever tell me to go for my dreams. Ever. He was the first person to encourage me. He was the first person that did not say, why are you doing that? That'll never work. You're not good enough. You're not going to be anything. Why are you wasting your time? My husband has never made me feel guilty about the ridiculous amount of time that I would spend trying to learn how to work a computer or trying to learn how to work a YouTube channel. So then came the biggest shock of my life. That was you. You watching, you subscribing and commenting and telling me that these are some of the best DIYs you've ever seen. Telling me that I have a God-given talent. You all make me feel special every day. I know that I did not thank you for a 10K sub video. It isn't because I didn't try. It's because I couldn't get through it without crying and getting all emotional and tore up. You give me something to believe in. I don't know if you've heard of that song, You Give Me Something to Believe In, but I sing it nearly every day. Usually when I read your comments or I'm making a DIY. I know that sounds so cheesy, but I read your comments. Let's see. But I do. And some days I sing in the shower. Every time I see a video doing good. Each of you. For the first time in my life, you give me something to believe in. This channel and this community has been so uplifting and so rewarding in so many ways. It's been countless hours of hard work, and countless hours of learning to be on this journey with you, chasing my dreams. It's more than I can imagine. One person left a comment a while back and she said, I don't know how you don't have 1 million subscribers, which I thought I was going to like fall over because I'm like, what? That's like the world, you know, in my mind, whatever. But, I'm looking at this now with 20,000 subscribers and I'm like, wow. I believe that I will. And I believe that I can. It's because you do give me something to believe in. Thank you for making me feel like I have a purpose. You know I do these quotes in the videos and at the end of the video. And the person that started this was Wanda. And she said, there are 2 best days in a person's life. The day we were born and the day we figured out why. Of course, you know, the moment I read it, I'm boohooing like, that's so true. So, anyway, that's actually what started these. And I do feel like I'm fulfilling my purpose now. And that somehow, some way, this is going to lead to other things. I truly want to hug every single person, every single one of you. I really, really do. I just want to hug you. Thank you so much for all the inspiration. Oh, wait. You tell me thank you for all the inspiration and how much these videos and DIYs mean to you and how amazing I am. Thank you so much. But what you don't know is you've completely changed the course of my life. You feel me? Every day with inspiration, motivation, and kindness that I've never had, and more love than I've ever known. I thank God for all of you, and I thank you for 20,000 subscribers. Thank you for 20,000 subscribers. I'm really happy, I swear. Thank you, and I love you, and I hope to do 100K. I may do a 50K. I don't know, but I'm just so happy right now. Alright, y'all, so some of the updates that I want to make would be, I want to add like hauls, something related to my content, but something that I love. So like thrift store hauls or clothing hauls, I think that would be a lot of fun. So what I want to do is just add like a fun video during the week, and we are going to be getting a house soon. So I need to go back my other hand because I got the shadow. So we are going to be getting a house soon. So that'll really open the door up for a lot more top videos, like a home tour and, you know, just different stuff. But for now, until we get into a bigger place, I want to do 2 videos a week, and it's really hard to do 2 DIY videos. There's a lot that goes into making DIY videos. Like, you got to go get the materials, you got to figure out what you're going to do, you got to make 100 mistakes, and then start the video, and then the editing and all that good stuff. And I love, love, love it. Don't get me wrong, but there's just no way with my work schedule that I can do 2 DIYs a week. So that is it for now, and thank you so, so much for watching. I love you with all of my heart, and I'll see you very soon in another video. Bye, y'all.